Good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Resales. My name is Ryan. I get stuff from yard sales, garage sales, thrift stores, flea markets, backyards, front yards, side yards, and other different places and try to flip and make a couple extra bucks online. What I have today is a stack of science fiction. I made about 3 sales, $100. And I will show you what we got in. I don't have much to report on from any finds for the last couple days, and I've been busy trying to. I put up a bunch of stuff on Facebook Marketplace. Had a few sales; they've already gone out. Bundling, so. And actually, I may talk about that for a second, but I don't have any of those to show you because I just got it. Like it happened and I shipped them. So that's what we'll go over. So starting off, what are we gonna do? We're gonna start off with a little. Okay. I sold about 21 of these old men's fiction, adventure fiction, spy thriller, destroyer books. I sold a small lot in the past of like some of the early ones, and then I had 21 of these that went for $35. I still got like a box full of them. Don't think I really made money on these. I think I waited till I got them almost all of them at half price, so about 50 cents a piece. So, well, 21, so that's say $11 in, sell for 35. Okay, I made a few bucks, but they sat a while and they take up a lot of room, and I would probably not do that again unless I got maybe a quarter a piece or cheaper. But I'm not gonna go whole hog on that series unless I get them super cheap, and then I think it'll be more worthwhile. So, Destroyer books, men's adventure. There's not a ton of them. There's a few like real rare ones, and I don't know quite what those are. But 90% of them, you can bundle them, but it'll take a while. They're $1 to $3 books. It's one of those situations. I'm on a couple of Facebook groups for them too, and if I could flip them for like $1 a piece and a guy was local, I could have done it and sold like every single one of them. But there's not a lot of guys out there who read them anymore. So that's kind of what you got to go with. So there's that. Better note though, we're going to go with Dune. This is a first edition paperback Dune. And this went for $40. And this is, I would say, between acceptable and good. This is the binding's fine. There's no markings. There's not, the wear on the cover is like on the surface. It's not, the edges are about as good as you're going to find on this book, unless it just got put away after it got bought. So, $39, cracked spine, and it still went for that. I think this book could go for a substantially more if it was, and I'm hoping the buyer likes it. I'm a little antsy. I'm really hoping the buyer is okay with it, but we'll see. That being said, Dune sells, but just the Dune by Frank Herbert, not the first 3 or 4 books, not the later books, but the first few books. I have flipped and made money on Dune books that were printed like last year. So it's selling right now. It's hot right now. The movies are out. I need to watch the movies. I've never been a fan. I'm not a fan of the book. Not a fan of the series. If I want to be, there's a whole lot of intrigue and philosophy and stuff, and it's just like Nah, give me a good old fashioned pulp. You know, give me Conan the Barbarian. Though I'm a Tolkien fan, so uh, it's just a style. Never quite clicked with me. It's well written. I'm not going to trash it for how well it's done. It's just not my cup. So finally, uh, I've sold some similar books of this before. This is the Elric Saga by Michael Moorcock. This went for 7 books, $70. This is the full, like, this is like books 1 through 6, and then book 7. Like 1 through 6 is the original series, and then he's wrote some more. Uh, the Elric Saga books by Michael Moorcock is what you need to look for. Particularly the older, the better. I have some more modern printings, and those aren't selling as quickly. But some of the stuff like 1980s and before seem to do okay, particularly in lots. I actually have one more lot of sort of a piecemeal batch of these, and some other stuff by Moorcock, and those don't seem to have a whole ton of interest. But these, $10 a piece for these, all in one lot. And this lot will be, it's a sword and sorcery book. Again, this is not my cup of tea. It's a little too ethereal, I guess, flighties. You know, I think I like more pulpy stuff, and this is not. So, and I will be shipping these because I'll be shipping this too. Because of the price it went for. These aren't going media mail. I will be shipping these Ground Advantage. Those that will be shipped Ground Advantage. Partially one because the weight. It doesn't weigh hardly anything, so it's not going to be a whole lot extra cost. And Ground Advantage has insurance, so and it goes a little bit faster than media mail. So these, whenever you sell a book, I would say more than about $20-$30, and that lines up to you. But for me, it's about $20-$30. And if it's not heavy, it's not a bunch of books, I go ahead and I eat the extra dollar or two and ship it Ground Advantage. That way it gets there faster and you have insurance protection. So that's what that is. So that's what I sold. So nice $100. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to push the record button and stop recording and then flip over and go into another thing so we can talk about how to buy books. And hope that I can give some good advice there. So pushing the